the best and worst drafts, grading every team.
And one of the teams that we've discussed that got an F is Atlanta. And it's
God,
not.
Cody's brutal, man. You see so many of these grades like A minus, A plus, A minus, B plus, A minus, B plus. Cody's like F, D, C, A, A minus.
Well, if you're going to give out grades, give out grades. This
be
isn't
real.
Yeah.
Be real about it.
Yeah. And Atlanta, come to Jesus moment. This is not a Kyle Pitts and or Bijan Robinson are bad football players take. The problem is, even if they hit where you took them, they are never, ever, 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 ever going to be worth that pick. Ever. Like, if Bijan Robinson turns into Derrick Henry, you are still debating whether or not you give him a second contract. You are still debating whether or not you're going to pay him $10 to $12 million for 3 more years. Like, even if you hit best case scenario and you have a Hall of Fame caliber running back, this is still a bad pick. There's it is borderline indefensible. And I understand it's an offensive weapon. We're getting this, we're getting that. You just can't do it. You cannot do it. If you want to do it at the end of the first round, or maybe even in the late teens, it's somewhat justifiable for a generational running back prospect. But 8 is just way too high.
No, you can't draft a running back in the top
10. What?
This is just one of those teams that just has not figured out how to adjust the grades by position. You have to factor in positional value and how much a particular position like tight end or running back, as we've talked about, brings to your team. How much does a running back, even the best running back, affect wins and losses? Bijan Robinson, as great as he is in the top 10, is insane. It's not kicker insane.
No.
Right? But think of what they've done. I mean, they've made 2 Janikowski picks in the last 3 years, where you go tight end in the top 5. That's equally as insane as running back in the top 10. Just don't do it. The history of these players in these draft slots is just littered with failure. So don't do it.
If you look at this, right, the way this board fell, Atlanta in those 2 drafts should have come away with Jamar Chase and then Jackson Smith-Njigba plus significant other draft capital. And instead, they have a tight end that they want to use as a blocking tight end for reasons that no one can possibly explain.
Right.
And a running back. What?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. And they have needs like in the secondary. Like they should have been investing in the defense, especially who was available. When I saw that Julius Brents was available in the mid-second round, and then they trade up. Now, I get Matthew Bergeron, guard, a guard with quick feet, not that kind of versatility, can play a bunch of positions, can also play some right tackle. I like the pick. So yeah, Cody did not love Atlanta's draft, did not love the way that they emphasized the run. Essentially, if you're going to be investing your early capital in the running game, you're probably going to be a bottom 10 draft, and you're at risk of getting an F from Cody, and that's what Atlanta did.
Be sure to subscribe and activate those alerts so you get notified as soon as new videos drop, and be sure to check out playerprofiler.com. We have all the tools for you to dominate every type of fantasy league. We have a draft kit, Dynasty Deluxe, data analysis, DFS Dominator, and don't forget the player rankings to rule them all.